The SPY makes a crazy move after hours, but will this now hold as support come tomorrow? The QQQ heads higher after hours but slams into a strong resistance level. The VIX fills its up gap, but is there something more at play here, one might ask? Welcome back, everybody, to High Quality Trades, the channel where I provide top-notch technical analysis on the stock market, where we go over simple support and resistance levels, trendline breaks, and pattern formations. And I give you the price targets of where price is headed in the coming days. So let's get into it. In today's video, we will be going over the most significant support and resistance levels on the SPY, the QQQs, and the VIX, and where I think the stock market is headed tomorrow and the next day. So first up, we have the SPY on the 4-hour time frame. So today is November 5th, and the most recent close of the SPY was 576.70. It reached a high of 576.74 and a low of 570.52. We were positive 1.21% on the day. Alright guys, so what is the SPY currently doing? So it looks like after hours, the SPY managed to break above its resistance level here of 577.72. Now the big question is, will this level now hold as support as it gets retested, most likely tomorrow morning? If the SPY is able to hold this level, then we can head back up towards this 583 level. But if 577 breaks as support, then we will be headed back down toward the 574.86 level, and then if this level breaks, we can head back down towards 568.23. To get a better idea of where the stock market is headed come tomorrow morning, let's now drop down into the 15-minute time frame and look at our 200 period moving average. So this thing is starting to curl back up with today's major price action, but we have gotten quite extended from the moving average. You see here, we have quite the gap. So what I'd be looking for it to happen, or what I'd say is most likely to happen, is we start to close the gap a little bit here between the 200 period moving average and price. So it may be that the SPY falls below its support level here, 577, and then we head down towards the 574 level. But if the SPY is able to continue to hold above the 200 period moving average as it starts to curl higher, then that would be bullish for price to continue moving higher in the coming days, and it's possible we reach all the way up towards the 583 level. It would be a bearish signal if the SPY fell below the 574 level and then could not hold this 200 period moving average as support. If we fell below this moving average, the SPY would head all the way down towards 568.23. And then if that level broke, the next level of support would be down here at 565.28. Alrighty guys, that's going to be it for the SPY. Let's now go over the QQQs. So the QQQs here on the 4-hour time frame has ran up all the way to resistance at 494.13. If the QQQs can get above this level, then it will head up towards the $500 level. But if this level now holds as resistance, then the QQQs will head back down towards 484. There is another level of resistance with this ascending trend line here. So we are at a critical level of resistance at the current moment. If we are able to break above this, that would be very bullish for price to continue moving higher. But being that we got two levels of resistance, it may be that the bears step in at this level and start to push price lower come tomorrow. So now to get a better idea of where the QQQs may head tomorrow morning and the next day. Let's now drop down into the 15-minute time frame and look at our 200 period moving average. So the QQQs managed to get above this moving average today. Now we're sitting at resistance at the 494 level. So as long as we remain above this 200 period moving average and it continues to slope upwards, it will now support the buyers. So any attempt by the bears will most likely be met with the buyers pushing price higher. So if the QQQs manages to get above 494 tomorrow, then it will head up towards the $500 level. But if the bears step in here at this 494 level and push price lower, and say we fall below the 200 period moving average, then it would be most likely that price heads down towards 484.38, and if that level breaks, we'd head all the way down to 479. Alrighty guys, that's going to be it for the QQQs. Let's now go on to the VIX. So the VIX faded the day. We fell all the way down towards $20 and we filled our gap here on the 4-hour time frame. Now usually as gaps get filled, they do act as support. Say if it's an up gap, it'll act as support as price fills it and then we can move higher. In some sense, this does look like it may be a cup and handle pattern forming here on the 4-hour time frame. So to be a confirmed cup and handle pattern, we will first need to break this downward sloping trend line and then head up towards the $23 level. So come tomorrow, I'd be looking for price to head up towards this resistance trend line, and if it breaks, then that does mean that we have a cup and handle pattern upon us. That would signal for price. So if this was a cup and handle pattern and we were to just drape a trend line from the top of the cup all the way down to the bottom, and then move it over to where the said breakout would be, then this is signaling for the VIX to head all the way up towards 2794. This is all hypothetical at the current moment, but it is something to be aware of if the VIX, say, gaps up tomorrow or just at some point heads higher. If it moves higher, be in store for some major volatility and some big price movements in the market. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. Thank you for watching High Quality Trades. I'll see you guys in the next video.